kids, Miss Baker is here at my family farm, and I'm here with my mother who works here at this farm and my brother, and they're going to talk to you a little bit more about growing chickens. So here's my mom and my brother.
Hey boys and girls, nice to have y'all with us today. Just want to give you a little bit of what we do. I've been doing this since 1995. I guess that's about, 25 years now. But love what I do. Gonna give you a little bit of tidbits what we do. These are the feed bins, what the chickens, where the feed stays. It's a hay bin and a bee bin. And each bin holds 36,000 pounds of feed. And this is my oldest son, Jeff.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Brown. I'm Miss Baker's older brother, and we're gonna go inside the chicken house and check out the chickens. Come on. Before you step in the houses, you gotta dip your feet in these pans right here. This keeps it sanitized and keeps the chickens safe, just like you wash your hands. I know Miss Baker had you guys out at a chicken house earlier this week where you had around 19,000 chickens in that house. This house is a little bit bigger than the house you were at earlier this week. This one's about 54 feet wide and 500 feet long, and it actually holds around 30,000 chickens. And these chickens that you see today will actually be leaving this farm on Friday, so we've got 2 more days of growth, but they're pretty much at the end of their cycle and almost fully grown here. So they're right at 7 weeks old. Is that correct, Mom?
Yep, that's right. 7 weeks.
And you can also see the lighting is a lot lower in these houses than they were in the house earlier this week. That's because as they get older, the light programs change and the lights actually dim, and it helps them grow, rest, and digest their food a lot better, and just keeps them a lot cooler and calm through the end of their growth cycle.
Yeah, we're going out and show you a little bit of information, like if something wants to happen to my power. I'll show you the machine that keeps everything going. This room right here is probably one of the most important rooms on the farm right here. This has got what they call a generator inside this room. Right here, this generator will, if something wants to happen to my power and we lose power to the chickens, this thing will crank up and it will run all 4 of my bigger houses. And then I have another one same size that'll run the 4 of my smaller houses. So we have 8 houses total, and this one does 4 of them.
Alright guys, we're going to show you a little bit what we do when we get ready to move our cows for each pasture. As you just seen in the video, I stripped off a section of our fence with this little wire. If you take a look at this, just a little bitty piece of what's called poly wire. And this wire will get what we call hot, and it keeps the cows from going to the other side so we can keep this grass fresh over here. Obviously I'm touching it now, but you won't want to touch it here in a minute when I turn it on. Here's the water trough where they get fresh water. This is an insulated water tank, so it keeps it where it doesn't freeze in the winter, and it keeps it extra cold in the summertime. And in days like today when it's going to get a little warmer, this water is going to be cool and fresh at all times. And what the cow will do will come in, and she'll stick her nose right here and turn it to the side, and there's the fresh water. So they get good clean fresh water at all times, and we have 13 of these tanks all over our farm, so the cows always have availability of clean water. And this is a heavy use area to kind of keep the erosion down, also to keep the pad and everything in place, because the cows with their hooves can be pretty damaging to the ground. Alright guys, you just got to see how we move our cows. We move our cows It depends on the size of the pasture, but it can be from every 2 days to even to 5 days sometimes. And you come and look right here at the difference between where they were at and where they're going. So now if you want to show them a shot down the line right here. So here's the fence that I just put up right before we moved them up. Over there, the wire that keeps them from going to the next pasture. And as you can see over here on the left side, this grass is grazed down, and you can see on the right, this is a brand new pasture, and you see how the grass is lush and real thick. And you also see these babies running around, so it's our calving season, so that means all of our cows will be having their calves from now until the next month, well actually 2 months, and we'll finish up our calving season. And the reason why we do that, of course, you see it's getting warmer, grass is growing more. Those cows will actually double their grass intake because they have calves now. So a couple months ago when it was cold and in the winter, they weren't eating as much, but also the grass wasn't growing. Now that we're in springtime, our grass is growing really fast. We also got our animals eating twice as much as they were a couple months ago, so they're able to keep up with this grass. And the reason why we do what we're doing here, where we're sectioning off this pasture, so now I will close this gate and they will not be able to go back to the pasture they were in. So this field will rest for 30 to 40 days, if not more, so the grass can grow back and be thick again. And allowing this rest helps build the soil, the health of the pasture, the health of the grass, allows the cows to have more grass for longer periods of the year. We can graze actually year round versus only grazing maybe 9 months out of the year. And also helps the soil. So because we allow that rest, the roots grow more. It helps the diversity in the soil. So when we get a lot of rain, like we have the past couple months, we're able to store more rain in that soil. So when we do have times of drought or when it doesn't rain for a while, we'll have water there sitting in the soil to help our grass keep growing. All right, guys, so I was talking about the diversity of the grass and being healthy soils and how it improves our pastures and helps the health of the animals as well as health of the land as a whole. So I'm going to show you a little bit what I mean by that diversity. So here we got not just one type of grass, but we got fescue grass here. We got some clover, so you guys probably see the 4-leaf clovers or shamrocks. See, this is clover. These cows, they love this stuff. It's good for them. We got some vetch right here. It's also a legume, which is a same type of forage as a clover, but offers a little bit more diversity here. And also you kind of think about when you get a salad, do you just get regular iceberg lettuce with no dressing, no cheese, no croutons? Wouldn't be too good of a salad, right? Well, same goes for the cows. They want diversity in their food intake. They just don't want to eat the same thing over and over each day. It gets kind of monotonous for them. I mean, they want something, more to eat, more on their plate, but besides just one thing. So this also helps out the soil too if you come here and look. So we got this cover right here. Well, the sun's beaming down today, which is good for this top layer because it's catching all the sunlight for growth. But we dig down in here and you see all this is shaded out from the sun. And this is where all your activity and all your growth comes from. You see, now I'm finally getting to the soil, but I've still got plenty of cover here to cover this ground. So there's no bare ground, so it doesn't dry out the ground or the soil. It keeps it moist, keeps it a good seed bed for this grass to keep on growing. And as I dig right here, it's hard to get in there because the grass is in such good shape. But I mean, you take that for instance, that little teaspoon of soil right there has more living organisms in that little bit of soil than there is people on earth. So in order to keep these things moving and keep this soil active and growing, we have to have cows grazing this ground. And the reason why cows are so good for that, if you've ever noticed, they got a hoof that splits in the middle and goes like this. Well, because of that hoof action digs into the ground, it takes that organic matter, cultivates the ground, helps it aerate it, keeps those organisms moving and active and alive, and in return keeps healthy grass and healthy pastures for us and helps us be good stewards of the land.
Hey guys, thank you so much for visiting on our family farm today. We really enjoyed having you, and I enjoyed letting my brother and mom tell you a little bit what they do each and every day on this farm. I'm gonna turn it over to my mom and she's gonna say a few words before we leave you guys.
Hey guys, just want to let you know how I came up with JSK Farms. How did I come up with that name? I have 3 children. My oldest, Jeffrey, came with a J. My middle daughter, Savanna. That's where the S came from. And my baby daughter is named Karli. She's really not a baby because she's working right now, but that's where the K came in. And that's how you get JSK Farms. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us.
Guys, it was so nice spending some time with you today. Thank you so much for coming out and joining us here at JSK Farms. It was nice to dip into your world a little bit with this virtual classroom. Hope you guys get to come out and actually visit in person sometime soon, and I hope you just enjoyed the overall tour. If you got any questions, let us know. Have a great week.